Welcome to another live episode of the Wisco Fanatics Show, where we discuss the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, Badgers football, and basketball from an optimistic perspective. Wisco Fanatics is brought to you by Cardboard Legacy, Wisconsin's most complete sports card shop. Buy, sell, grade, and consign all at their location in Oshkosh.
Alrighty, welcome to a Sunday morning edition of the Wisco Fanatics Show. We are live today. A lot of times we've been doing these play breakdowns, we've been pre-recording them and putting them all together out at once, or we've been pre-recording them and then putting them out individually. Today we're just going to do them all. We're going to do them live to kind of prime for the game today, the Packers and Jaguars. So we're going to recap Packers Texans in video form, which we can do every Tuesday. If you join us live on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, then we do all of our full recaps that we do every single week with Bryant and Simon. But today we're going to go through a handful of plays from the Texans game. And I'm going to start with a play of just Quay Walker just directing traffic. There's a lot of questioning about Quay Walker. Like, oh, what does he actually do besides just make tackles? Like, he knows what he's doing on the defense. He's directing the traffic, and he wears the microphone for a reason. Like, he's the guy that has the green dot for a reason. So watch Quay Walker as he's telling everybody where to be, telling Kenny Clark where to be, telling TJ Slayton where to be, and then just watch as this play starts. He knows where the play is going.
Yep, he is in charge right now.
Quay Walker knows where this play is going.
Yeah. He ends up picking up Mixon. Good job right there. And then, honestly, thank God Tank Dell dropped that because that was supposed to be a touchdown. That was actually a good throw by C.J. Stroud. But, you know, this play is about Quay Walker directing traffic. Does a good job. Yep. Tells people that Schultz is releasing to his left. He ends up bumping and double-teaming Mixon out of the backfield, and that was the only option left, and he dropped it. So good job by Quay.
Yeah. All right, so got a whole bunch of plays to go through. The next one, this is Rashawn Gary. This is 3rd and goal, so this is 2 plays later from the dropped touchdown that we just saw. This is, I believe it's Rashawn Gary that ends up making this play, but this is 3rd and goal after the interception. So the Packers are looking to hold the Texans to a field goal in this situation. I think this is Halfley cooking something up here. So I think this is designed to make Rashawn Gary look like he's going to go across to the other side and then just straight up the middle and nobody touches him.
Yeah, and I think the thing for me that's most impressive is they've been blitzing Cooper and Quay in that A gap. So having Cooper stand up there, that makes a lot of sense for things that have been happening. You have Quay on the end over here where Gary was, and he drops into coverage. So now Quay's at the beginning of the goal line right here. He's right next to Gary at the bottom hash marks here. And he ends up dropping back into coverage. And like you said, it makes it look like Rashawn's going to go all the way across, but he just goes right where Cooper takes up both the A gaps and just wide open.
And Cooper is like motioning him to come across. So they're like, it makes it look like they're trying to communicate and reset.
Yeah.
And then it's just, nope, just coming right down the middle. And it forces a throwaway.
Oh, I love that.
So like everybody's like directing traffic, making it look like he's going to go to the other side of the formation, and then he just comes right down the chimney.
Stroud is lucky that the left guard got a hand on him, otherwise he was going to die.
All right. So we're going to stick with Rashawn Gary, and the next one is the Rashawn Gary sack. And this is obviously beneficial, but to me, this is the football gods throwing Rashawn Gary a bone.
Yeah.
And Dalton Schultz, as respectful of a tight end as he is, he gets his right tackle in a bad spot. So the football gods throw Rashawn Gary a bone. The right tackle steps on Dalton Schultz's foot, and Rashawn Gary just gets to run right past him. That to me was the football gods saying, like, hey, Rashawn, we've seen that you've been, doing good stuff. We're just going to let you have a free run at a quarterback.
Good eye, man. I didn't even see that he stepped on him, but yeah, he did right there. He steps right on his foot, trying to get into pass pro. Wow. Maybe the Texans need to throw that play away because their tackle's stepping on their tight end.
Their tight end did not have a good day. His run blocking grade and pass blocking grade were not good.
No. I thought Schultz would be a bigger impact.
Yeah. He is especially in the passing.
Yeah, like the middle of the field's been wide open for tight ends against the Packers this year. So I thought
he had like a 27-yard reception in the first quarter. So
yeah,
definitely capable. All right, Xavier McKinney sack thoughts.
Nobody in the universe, including myself, thought that this was going to happen. when you see him come down, you're thinking like, okay, he's just gonna play bump man. We're gonna rush forward, probably drop a couple back, and we're gonna force this thing to happen. So a couple of things happen. Rashawn Gary is standing next to Xavier McKinney. He ends up looping all the way around, which takes all eyes with him because this happens after Gary got that pressure early in the red zone where he comes through the A gap. So they blitz him through the A gap quite a bit. But Dalton Schultz right here, dude, what are you doing?
Yep, there he is again.
But this is a Rashawn Gary effect. People think that he doesn't have an impact. This is an impact right here. Him going all the way around. Dalton Schultz thinks he's going to have to block Rashawn Gary or at least help out. Yep. And now because of that, you get Xavier McKinney wide open with a free run on C.J. Stroud. Look at this.
Yeah. By the time he's stepping back, it is way too late.
Yep.
Yeah, good call on the Rashawn Gary part of that. All right. I titled this play Lovecraft. You know, a little bit of H.P. Lovecraft. This we've got a graphic that we're going to share today about the gunslinger that Jordan Love has become. Bro, this is just straight fire.
Yeah, that was a laser, dude. Motion out. So now you know that it's cover one robber. You know that safety's playing cover one robber right there. The other safety's going to come down. Sits right there. Look at this. Love knows the throw.
Yep, that's perfect timing too.
Yep. And honestly, about as perfect ball placement as you're going to get, to be honest with you.
And I just love the end too that Romeo Doubs is the first person to go and celebrate with Tucker Kraft.
I love the photo finish when they're all standing there and Love's like above them. Like, what's good? These are my boys.
This is the offense.
That photo is sick.
All right, another touchdown. Now, you can give me your thoughts because I have a very specific thought on this play.
First of all, Dontavian Wicks still the best route runner in this wide receiver group. We have three pretty good ones. I don't think Watson's a slouch, but I think Dobbs is pretty good. I think Reed's pretty good, but Wicks absolutely in a one-on-one man situation is the guy that you're throwing the ball to. I don't care what anybody says. Does he have the best hands right now? No, but this is a great catch. But this throw by Jordan Love, good pocket by the offensive line, good play call by Matt LaFleur, but this throw, dude, it doesn't get better than that. That was a perfect throw, and Dontavian Wicks gets to celebrate in the end zone. What a change of confidence level from 1 week to the next week. Good job by LaFleur and Love trusting Wicks in that situation.
All right, hot take. Jordan Love could have thrown this to any player on the field, and it could have been a completion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, look, I think this is Tucker Kraft running around the 15. If Love throws this ball towards the end zone after looking at Wicks, then that safety is cheating over towards the corner. He ends up being a step late anyways for the touchdown. Mm-hmm. But Love could throw this ball down the middle. Love could throw also to the sideline up by the pylon here, or the first down marker. And late, he could throw this ball towards the end zone. Also, I think it's Jaden Reed, who's at the 15-yard line right now. If he throws this ball around the A in Green Bay, that could also be a touchdown there. I think Jordan Love could have thrown this to any of the four verticals or check it down to Josh Jacobs. This is just one of those situations where your play works perfectly and everybody was open at different points.
Yeah. I mean, he had the first – okay, so realistically, if the play goes like this, you're like, okay, you take your shot one-on-one, right? That's the first thing that you come away with. You got two one-on-ones on the corners over here where the safety is cheating over towards the top of the screen there. But the throw has to go to Wicks. That's got to be the first read.
That's the first read, yep.
But if you don't have that, you absolutely can just check this down to Josh Jacobs and just take the first down. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Wicks is the first read, and I think that's why the ball goes there because he was open.
Yep.
Yeah, a very nicely written play. All right, let's talk Eric Wilson.
He was good on Sunday. He was real good. Hey, come here.
Damn.
What a read and react kind of play. He sees it, sniffs it out, sit down. That's how it's done, boys.
Yeah, this is like you said, it's a great read and react because he's breaking on this before their blockers are even close to being set up.
I mean, Dalton Schultz didn't even I believe that's Dalton Schultz that comes and blocks the outside linebacker here. He didn't even try to sell. He's just like, listen, I'm going to block you. Wilson does a really good job, like you said, reading this right away and just accelerating, like, I'm going to kill you, and plants him right in the ground. You can sit right there, buddy. Oh, it was Cooper that got blocked. Okay. Yeah, look, he already knows.
He's breaking here already as he's seeing Mixon leak out.
Yep, he could tell by the lineman. I mean, You follow the lineman, they tell you the play. That was really good.
That was awesome. Not the last thing we're going to see from Eric Wilson. All right. Next, we're going to Evan Williams. This is on the 2-point conversion. This is just great. Like, read and react, like you were just saying with Wilson. Just a great job for him to read where the hole is opening and to essentially just beat Mixon there.
To be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to be this good of a tackler early on, especially in the open field. But for him to go through the traffic, take away the hole right here, take away the bounce out, bounce it outside, like Bryant was saying to his point. He was talking about Mixon bouncing the ball outside, which he did a couple times, but not here because Evan Williams was there and he just grabbed him and drove him right to the ground. What a great play by the rookie. I didn't think he was going to be that good of a tackler because usually rookies, they kind of struggle in that area,
He did this to Kyler Murray against the Cardinals. Like, he's doing this to Joe Mixon. Like, he's not tackling, backups. Like, he's tackling legit, really good NFL players.
In the open field, too. That's the most impressive part. I mean, Kyler Murray runs past everybody, man. I mean, he had a big touchdown run the week before they played the Packers and the week after they played the Packers. He had big touchdown runs. Guess who didn't have a big run again?
Yeah.
He didn't have a big run against the Packers because we tackled well. And Evan Williams is a big part of that.
Yeah, Brett, Evan Williams is definitely panning out like a steal pick on the defensive side. Wilson was just a really good, smart re-signing of a depth guy by Brian Gutekunst.
Yeah.
It's just a smart player to keep around. Brett said, Williams reminds me of Nick Collins. He showed he can be a field general and amazing vision to finish plays.
I like the comparison to Micah Hyde a lot better, to be honest.
Like Nick Collins had a little bit more of the ball hawking ability that we haven't quite seen from Evan Williams, but McKinney kind of plays that role.
Yeah, I would say McKinney would be closer to Collins. Now, the ball hawk, the lining everybody up, he could still hit hard, he could sack the quarterback. That's more of McKinney.
Nick Collins, yeah. All right. So going into the next one, this is a run stop by Kenny Clark and Preston Smith. Now, this is just Kenny Clark just destroying the Texans left guard. Like, he just...
And you're done. You are now farther back than your running back. That is not good for you.
And Dalton Schultz does not have a fun time trying to block Preston Smith. He has also pushed back like 3 or 4 yards.
Goodness. Yeah, I think the switch to 4-3 was good for us.
Yeah, looks good.
Hey, I want to.
The Packers still can't stop the run, but yes, they still give up some running plays, but they're also much more capable.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look how much better position people are in. I mean, look at Cooper here. Cooper does a nice job stonewalling this tight end. Wilson's getting past. Yep. I mean, McDuffie's still in a good spot, honestly, for where he's at. He's gonna clog it up if nothing else.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So
they're gonna run out of green grass eventually, and it's gonna turn into white grass.
Yeah. So the Packers did a really nice job flowing to this football. Honestly, Cooper did a really good job, kind of just absolutely closing that hole off.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right. Now, we love Eric Wilson. He's done really good things. He played a lot of snaps. He made a lot of plays. But he is not doing it alone.
No.
And we have said this on our Tuesday shows a bunch of times that there is more to pass rush than just getting sacks. Now, Eric Wilson had 2 sacks in this game. Is he a better pass rusher than Rashawn Gary? No. Is he a better pass rusher than Kenny Clark? I would still say no. But this Packers defensive line and linebacking core, their front 7 as a unit, are good pass rushers.
Yes.
Now, this play is going to show you the Jeff Hafley effect and what he is doing differently. So watch Kenny Clark, number 97. So Eric Wilson, number 45, is going to get the sack on this play. But watch Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark forces C.J. Stroud right into Eric Wilson's rushing lane.
Yeah, this play should be entered into the people that want to complain about Clark and Gary's impact, because this entire play is made by Kenny Clark.
So Kenny Clark essentially throws the tackle out of this play.
Yeah.
Or that's the guard, sorry. That's the guard. And makes the center have to try to recover to him, which allows Eric Wilson to just be one-on-one with CJ Stroud.
Yep.
This is Kenny Clark throwing the guard out of the play. He's outside the hash marks. Your guard is outside the hash marks.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. And forces Stroud right into Eric Wilson. Say it again. There is more to pass rush than just sacks.
Now, this play did end in a sack, but that is very true. The quick pressure by Kenny Clark, the quickest way to stop any offense is pressure up the middle, because everybody has athletes on the outside now. If Stroud would have tried to run that to the outside, you think he was getting past Rashawn Gary over there? Especially going to the weak side where he's going to have to plant differently, and you're probably getting a holding call, to be completely honest with you. If Stroud
he's probably going to have to try to go loop around, so he's probably going to have to run backwards another 4 or 5 yards.
And with how Wilson was following him, Wilson's going to track him down anyways. Because Stroud's not slow, but he's not known for his speed, right? Yeah. So, yeah, what a play by Kenny Clark.
I have a couple more plays like that, but okay. We're going to talk about 2 back-to-back plays here. Brett said Kenny Clark's truly our heart. Love the man. Plays every down for a big game, pretty much. Another guy I'm starting to love is Van Ness. I swear every huge play is the pressuring and is on the field. I have a Lucas Van Ness play coming up, so stick around for that, Brett. Okay. We're on the offensive side of the ball. This is Matt LaFleur just cooking, and the offensive line doing well, and Josh Jacobs being a really good running back. So I love the play design on this. So Josh Jacobs doing some misdirection here. He's coming from, this would be Love's left to right, plants, and is going back to the left. You have one guard pulling, Tucker Kraft coming across, and then you have about 7 yards before Josh Jacobs even gets touched.
Yeah, I think Walker deserves a little love right here. He did a nice job getting up to the second level right away. Chipping, second level, he blocks that off. That looks like Watson right there.
Yep.
And, man, if Kraft would have, and I understand why he did it, but if Kraft would have stayed up on 27 or 37 right there, that might have been a house call.
Yeah.
Kraft did a nice job coming back.
A lot.
He chips this guy, and he doesn't feel like he got him good enough, so he comes back. But if he would have stayed on 37 right there, that might have been a house call.
All right. This is the literal next play on this. Brett said he loves how Jacobs never gives up. People love to say he doesn't have the touchdowns. This play shows the heart and the second effort. And like I said, he goes 7 yards before he even gets touched on that play. And then it sets up this play. This is the very next play. And the Packers are picking on 35.
I'm telling you, man, the motion, people expect the ball to go to Jaden Reed on this play. So to put him in motion and have him come all the way back across the formation makes both those guys on the right hesitate for one, gives your offensive line such an advantage to get up and block. Now Jacobs, look at that hole.
Bro, Zach Tom is doing work on this play.
Look at that.
When we talk about draft prep, we talk about guys having the ability to turn their back to the hole. Bro, the guy that Zach Tom is blocking has no shot.
None.
And good job by Sean Ryan to clear this out to the other direction as well. That is a massive hole.
Yeah. They don't get much bigger than that in the NFL. Wow.
That's fun when that works out.
Yeah, it is.
All right, back to Eric Wilson. Morning, Matt. All right, back to Eric Wilson. This is just good pass breakup.
I love it. We're showing double A gap pressure again, and we drop out of it, obviously. You got McKinney coming into the screen again. Oh, no, that's Bullard. I apologize. He does blitz. And this is a hot read by Stroud. A little bit behind him because he was flustered all day. That's what you get. That's what pressure does. Not only we talk about pass rush, there's more to pass rush than just sacks. This is what else it does. Makes the quarterback throw it behind you. Makes the quarterback, get a little bit happy feet. He knows he has to throw this hot. He's already ready for it, right? he throws it hot and he just throws it behind him because he's not trying to get hit again.
Yeah, Kenny and Gary are already pushing the lineman back.
Yeah.
And Wilson does a really good job to drop out of this pressure look, like you said, and to come all the way over and cover Dalton Schultz.
Nicely done.
So this is Eric Wilson making just a really nice play and a good pass breakup.
Yeah, that was really nice. Matthew, my fantasy lineup sucks. I have too many injuries.
Simon and Bryant will be back with us on Tuesday. We're just doing a quick live before the game starts today. Okay. Now, I know I've said this, and I will continue to say it because I cover the D-line on Tuesdays. Colby Wooden's play recognition is really good. Colby Wooden is really good at recognizing what the defense is doing. Wes said he's got a feeling Watson will go off now that I got Puka back in.
Hey, that's good for everybody. That's a Packers fan, right?
Yeah, Packers win first, then fantasy.
Yes.
All right, but watch Colby Wooden. So he's lined up just on the hash marks here. He's going to flow across the entire offensive line and get back into this play to make the tackle. This is just a really good job by Colby Wooden, recognizing where all of the flow is going to the right. So he starts outside the hash mark, and he's going to make the tackle on the other hash mark.
You know, now that we're talking about it, I don't think Colby Wooden's getting enough credit. He's like the backup's backup.
Yeah.
So showing the depth on this D-line is absolutely insanity. As we're waiting for Wyatt to come back, he might come back today. But if Wyatt doesn't come back today, I still feel confident with Brooks and Wooden getting those snaps.
Yep.
They've been good in run defense, like you said. They good play rec. Brooks shows a little bit more quickness in the passing game, but Wooden and Slayton in there together at D tackle is a problem for guards and centers, dude.
That's a lot of beef. And the thing I love about this with Colby Wooden, he knows that he just made this play. So he gets up and he lets you know.
I mean, to manhandle somebody like that and go tackle their running back, that's got to be embarrassing.
Yeah. I love Colby Wooden's play recognition.
Yeah, he's a monster. I'll tell you what, that's absolutely insane that was last week when that game started, that was the last place team in the NFC North. Look at how good the last place team in the NFC North is. Holy God. And now they're going to be in second place after today.
Yeah. All right. So looking at this is the second Eric Wilson snap. Now, again, not saying that Eric Wilson doesn't deserve the credit, because obviously he does, because he's the one that finishes the play. But Edgerrin Cooper needs credit on this play. So we just showed the play where Eric Wilson had the pass breakup, that Wilson and Cooper are standing basically on each shoulder of the center, feigning blitz, and they drop out of it. Now, again, here they are. Here they come.
Oh.
Do you see what Edgerrin Cooper just did?
Yeah.
Edgerrin Cooper is going to open this wide for Eric Wilson. Bro, Jeff Hafley's cooking, bro.
Dude, the double A gap blitz is working so well for this Packers team.
And, dude, this is a rookie. This is a rookie that understands this and what they're doing.
I mean, look at the entire offensive line get destroyed on that play, bro. Like, I understand that it breaks down in the middle, which it should because of, just numbers and how math works. But, bro, look at the rest of the O-line just crumble. Look at these guards are getting pushed back. Look at these tackles. There's nowhere for him to go at the end of this. He was going to die either way.
This is so good.
Do you know how nice it is to have a Packers defense that plays a little bit of an attitude? Some physicality. They're flying around. They guard the pass. They guard the run. Look at this. That hole might have been bigger than the hole Josh Jacobs ran through. And that's a problem for C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's former Badger Daria Gumbawale that gets kind of exposed on this play. But
Gumbawale
is so good.
A good pass catcher. He's not that good in pass road. He's not a tough enough runner, in my opinion, which is why he's a backup. But
right, man, this is, like Wes said, solid scheme. This is just so good.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh.
And they celebrate at the end. Love that.
Just make a dog pile. That's why C.J. Stroud looked like he wanted to cry at the end of the game.
I don't remember who I said it to, but I'm like, he's giving big he's gonna cry in the car energy.
Yeah, I think you said that in the chat.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Just made me think of Friday. Oh, he's gonna cry in the car. All right. More Edgerrin Cooper. Now, Eric Wilson technically gets the tackle on this play, but Edgerrin Cooper destroys Dalton Schultz. That basically sets Joe Mixon into his spiral that he's going to fall down.
Look at man, and Igbare did a nice job on that too. Look at he gets the early pressure there to force him to run outside. Dalton Schultz does nothing because, like you said, of Cooper. You got a lineman looking at you. That's not a good sign. None of that was good for the Texans. None of that was. Your lineman shouldn't be looking at you. Holy cow, dude! Was that the left tackle? Yeah, that was a left tackle. He just missed.
Whiffs on Igbare. Schultz gets stood up by Cooper, pushed into Mixon, and this is like a negative 2-yard play.
That's so funny, bro. Your left tackle was just like, "Hey, man, what's up?" Right in the middle of the play. Hey, Joe.
Somebody should have blocked number 56, huh?
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. Oh, wow. Nice play.
All right, Brett, here you go. I literally titled this play when I edited it. Wah! LVN looks lost.
Oh, yeah.
Three people on this play. He beats 3 people on this play.
And he got the tackle. Get off me.
Psych.
I don't think so. Look at this. Oh, my God.
He beats 2 tight ends and an offensive lineman.
That's why he was drafted in the first round right here. Yeah, I love LVN. Oh, man. That's my boy right there.
This is fantastic. And this is where, like, you can see he's called Hercules. Bro, he just chucks 85 out of here. Like, he just tosses him.
Dog looked like he was ice skating for a sec, man. Yee! Man, to have that quickness and power, be able to translate that.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And he's got long arms, so if you're within reach, you're done.
That's
what a stud.
Love that.
I'll say it again. He doesn't wear the pads. The pads, the pads are so tiny. They look like they're just an extension of his shoulders.
All right. This play. This isn't anything really special. Brett said the strength and speed. Mark my words, he's going to be a major factor in the playoffs. I mean, we got a long way to go yet.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying the ride, man.
9 weeks to go.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't anything special. I just really wanted to give credit to the Packers for rallying to the ball on this play. Stroud actually does a good job of getting out of the pressure. But a missed tackle enough to slow Diggs down. And that's a lot of white jerseys.
Yeah.
That's a lot of white jerseys.
Yeah, that. You know what that is, man? And I'm not even going to say that it's just young dudes, because that was Nixon that ran over there as well. That's just dudes buying into the vision that they believe, and Eric Stokes talked about it. People kind of laughed it off. He said that we want to be the ones where people are scared to play our defense. We can be dominant. We can win games for us. And Eric Stokes said that. And I specifically remember people talking and laughing at that comment. Look at what this defense did on Sunday. They're all rallying to the football. Thank you, Wes. Finally, another positive, comment about the white uniforms. You know how many people I had to be like, listen, I understand you're old, but just because it's different than what you're used to doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah. Different doesn't equal bad. I'm just going to say that. But back to the play breakdown, have Diggs surrounded. First of all, he was talking stupid like he always does. So he kind of did this to himself. Have 4 people there, dude. That's nice to see.
On the subject of the white uniforms, I like them too. Honestly, I wish the gold was a little bit more visible. Like, you can see it when you're really close to it, but I wish the gold flakes that are in the white were a little more visible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a really nice touch.
Yep.
All right, I got, let's see, 2 left. Now, well, technically 3, but this is back-to-back Edgerrin Cooper run stops. This goes for -2 yards and -3 yards. And Edgerrin Cooper's in the middle of all of this chaos.
I think Barry in there as well again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barry's getting much better at run defense for all the crap that he got last year.
Yep.
He's getting much better. Look at him close this hole right here on Shaq Mason, who's one of the best pulling guards in football. He's been doing it for a long time. Did it for the Patriots for a while too. To stonewall him when they know they're running. Oh my goodness. And you know what? Actually, I think it was because the tight end got pushed into him. Who the heck was that? Oh, that was Van Ness again. Van Ness pushes the tight end into Shaq Mason. Look at this. Boom. Plays made right there.
Love that.
Van Ness again. Wow.
All right. So have another run stop here. This time we need to watch Kenny Clark and TJ Slayton that help make this play.
Dude, TJ Slayton is an angry, huge human being.
93 and 97 are way in their backfield already. And then Cooper finishes it off. Watch how quickly Slayton and Clark are in the backfield.
Look at Clark already, dude.
He's already past your whole line. And Cooper just flies in to finish it off.
Nicely done, boys. And people are going to be like, yeah, but they knew they were running the ball. That doesn't matter. The Packers still have to make a play, hold them to a field goal to allow us to have a chance to win the game. There's no guarantee that Love's going to go down there and get us a field goal attempt. No guarantee that McManus is going to make it. These are still big time plays by the front seven right here. Yeah. So when they have to get a run stop, they get a run stop
if they can, because then it would force the Packers to have to score a touchdown.
Exactly. Very nice job by the Packers front seven.
Yeah, playing in concert with each other too is what I'm really enjoying about it.
Yep.
All right. The last one that I have is actually an incomplete pass, but there are two things we have to talk about with this. One, if Jordan Love gets like a half second more of protection, this is a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Two, if Jordan Love steps up and to his right just a little bit, this is a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 21 seconds left on this play, and Jordan Love throws up what looks like a contested throw to Dontavian Wicks, but he has to throw this super early, and he throws it off his back foot. But if there is just another half second for Jordan Love to be able to throw this, it's a touchdown, and the Packers go up. What they would have been up 5-6.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
he just needs a half second more to throw this.
Threw that off his back foot and just flung it 55 yards.
50 yards, bro. From the 45-yard line to 5 deep in the end zone. Off his back foot, throws a 50-yard ball. That's disrespectful.
And honestly, it's not that terribly inaccurate either.
It's not inaccurate, but there's pressure here. So he has to throw this ball kind of off of his back foot.
Yeah.
If he would have maybe a step or two earlier recognized that pressure was coming and he could have stepped up and to his right a little bit, like 35 is still going to be there to put pressure on him.
Yeah.
But he has a chance to get a more accurate throw off because Dontavian Wicks is open. This isn't a bad throw by any means because Dontavian Wicks is open. The DB has his back turned to Dontavian Wicks right now.
Yeah.
So if he can throw this ball like towards the middle of the field instead of towards the left hash mark, this is going to be a touchdown. This is going to be a walk-off touchdown.
I think, honestly, if he would have went to his right a little bit and he would have just kind of laid it over here by the R or the S and just let Wicks go make a play on it, not where he has to jump up like that, but where he can kind of run underneath it and position his body a little bit better.
Like the touchdown
over there, that's
it reminds me of
absolutely
the touchdown
sick.
to Watson against the Cardinals. It's the exact same thing.
Yep.
Where we talked about Love leading Watson away from the defender. If Love just has another split second to be able to throw that ball a little bit more in front of Dontavian Wicks instead of kind of at him.
Oh man, you are so right on that, dude. He absolutely fries that DB, and then because of the pressure, he gets to celebrate. It's like, buddy, you got freaking cooked. Right here, you're done. You're toast.
If Love can put this ball, he's already got to throw it. So he doesn't have, enough time to throw this with really good anticipation. If he can throw that to the hash mark, kind of like by the bottom of the E or the K, that's a walk-off touchdown.
Yep, I agree.
Or just a half second more protection. So, not a bad throw, in my opinion. Not a bad decision. Brett said, Packers and Bucks Sunday. Go Pack, go, fear the deer. Hoping to get to 8-0 in fantasy. Also a friendly reminder, I watch replays, and he says, hi, Wisco guys, so you have that honor. Oh, great. That's lovely. Wes said, I think our offense could go for 40-plus this week. I agree. Actually, I think, now that we're looking at it, I'll pull up my notes. Oh, I didn't have 40-plus. I wrote down 36-13 from the heart was my score prediction from the heart. From the head, I had 27-16 Packers.
Yeah, we all had Packers scoring 27 from our head. Mine was 27-13. From the heart, I had 31-10. So I think we could absolutely shut these guys down, take control, run the ball. I will say, people talking about Trevor Lawrence as a bust. He has the lowest percentage of inaccurate balls in the NFL over the last 3 weeks at 6.8%. So he's been accurate. The offensive line has been really letting him down with pressure. They haven't been giving up much sacks because he's been getting around the ball pretty quickly. And he's up to 7th in QBR. So it's not like, he's been the problem, in my opinion. See you later, Brett. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Wes, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining, watching this. This was fun. I like doing this. I think it gets me a little bit more pumped up for Packers football, which I didn't think was possible, but it definitely did. But I'm excited. I'm ready, especially after that tough loss last night. I'm ready to watch one of my football teams kill another one. That'll be good therapy for me.
Yeah, and for the Packers fans saying that the Jaguars are a terrible team, they're not a terrible team.
No,
they're a good offense and a terrible defense.
Yeah, they don't know how to finish. They don't know how to close. That's just bad coaching, in my opinion. If they had a better coach, I don't think Peterson is exactly a good or bad coach. I think he's kind of in the middle, but he's not the right guy to lead this kind of team, in my opinion. I think he'd be a good coach on a team that has an established quarterback that can come in and kind of implement his system. Sure. They need kind of a Dan Campbell type. Kind of a guy that's out of nowhere that shows a little bit of toughness and grit. That's what I think the Jaguars need to kind of turn this around, which I hope doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I hope it doesn't happen because then they'll turn good and we'll definitely lose to them. But
they'll be coached by Ben Johnson next year. So
yeah, I think so too. That's exactly where I think he's going to go. He can go there and he can make Trevor Lawrence into an MVP candidate.
Yeah, I could see that. Alrighty, again, like Jake said, thanks everybody who checks us out before the Packer game this afternoon, and we are excited to watch, and we will be back. Join us Tuesday, like it says on the top, Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We will be live again to fully recap the Packers-Jaguars and preview Packers-Lions before the bye week. So we will see you guys Tuesday night. Go Pack, go, and go Bucks later.
All right.